So hello and welcome back to AutoCAD tutorials. In today's session, we are going to see how we can calculate the quantity of block work, AAC blocks required on the site. So for that, what we have to do is we have to break this wall elements in long wall and short wall. We know there are two types of method. One is centerline method and the other one is long wall short wall method used for the calculation of quantities. But as we know this is framed RCC structure, then we are forced to use our long wall short wall method. So to make our work easier in calculation of the quantity, I have created a layer of block work here. So I will just activate this layer. Now what I will do is I will bifurcate my walls into long wall and short wall using rectangles. So I will first of all give command REC enter for rectangle. Now I will just specify my walls, for example like this. This becomes one of my wall. This becomes a wall. This complete continuous wall. I am making rectangles in continuity with walls. This becomes our wall. This will become one of our wall. So in this way, you have to make complete walls. You can see I'm making rectangles to depict our walls irrespective of their sizes. I'm just using rectangles to make complete walls. Can you see? I'm using same layer for 100 mm as well as 150 mm, and I'm just making rectangles to bifurcate our long walls and short walls. So in this way, you have to complete this whole area. Since our building is symmetrical, so I will be making rectangles for this room and this room, and rest all we will do directly mirror, and you know how that all is done. So I have kept this material ready over here by copying it. I have also copied doors and windows text which are near our walls. So now what we have to do is we have to mark the dimensions of our walls. So for that, go in annotate tab, then click here, quick dimensions. Once you click on quick dimensions, just click on the object, press enter. It will start a dimension and click anywhere. It will mark your dimension. Click and press enter. It will mark your dimension. Select this, select object, press enter and place your dimension. And once you have used this command, then don't go and just click multiple times here. Just hit enter again. The command will start. Then click object, press enter, place your dimension. Again, press enter, select object, press enter, your dimensions will be placed. So in this way, you can place all of your dimensions. I have placed my dimensions once, so I will delete these all dimensions to avoid any kind of confusion. Now, once the dimension has been made, what we have to do is we have to simply go in our Excel sheet. In Excel sheet, I have written here serial number, description, size in mm, length of wall, height of wall, and area. And here are the different sizes of the wall which is in our drawing. So as you can see, I have inserted a formula over here. You can see this formula. This formula will directly feed your value with respect to your block size. For example, if my block is of size 100 and my area will be of 20 square meter, so it will directly feed in 100 mm. If size of my block is 150, it will directly go in 150. If it is of 230, it will go in 230. And even if I will scroll this formula down, it won't affect my calculation. Can you see? If I am changing this to 150, it is going there. If I'm doing this 100, it is going under 100. So if you want to use this sheet for the reference, the link has been given in the description. You can go and check the sheet. I have given the link in description for your reference. So now what we have to do is simply we have to do serial number 1. And before starting this, just assume that all of your beam depth is of 700 mm. So I will insert 2 more columns over here. One is for floor to floor height and the other one is for your depth, whether it is beam or slab, whatever may be the case. Depth in meters. Okay. So now first let us start. Let us start with the exterior walls. So I will write in description as exterior walls. So we know that all outer walls are of 150 mm and inner walls are of 100 mm. So here size will be of 150 mm as I have written size in mm. So please do mention the size in mm. If you will do 0.15 over here, it won't catch your value. Floor to floor height is 3.1 meter. Depth in mm, for example, I have all beams of 700 mm. Let us consider that case. Now the length of this wall is 5.2 meter. So I will put length as 5.2 and height as 3.1 minus our depth. This will be the height because the area captured by beam will be deducted. So now the area will be length into height and unit will be in terms of square meters. Square meters. Now I can see that our formula has been removed from here because I have inserted two of the columns here. That's why the formula has been removed. So I will again feed that formula for you all. If my this size will be equal to this size, then what I have to do is I have to print this area or else I will keep it as blank. So I will use the dollars over here. The column should not be shifted here, row should not be shifted here, again column should not be shifted. Hit enter. So you can see our area has been directly fitted in 150 mm. Now if my block size would have something different, 230, it will directly catch that value there. Now also we have band lintels in our wall which has to be deducted. So we will also add here deductions. Generally thickness of band lintels are of 100 mm and wall thickness is of 150. So the size will be the same for this. We don't require floor to floor height in this case, just depth in mm of 0.1, 100 mm of band lintel. So we will take length as same 5.2 and height as 0.1. So this will be our deduction. So I will use minus sign here. Area will be square meter. Now we don't have our formula here. So what I will do, I will just select this all cells and I will drag this down wherever I want. So you can see the formula has been fitted in each and every cell. Now also if I will change here as 100, it will go in 100. If I will make my size as 150, it will go in 150. So now just keep in mind that when we consider a certain type of wall, we have to give its deduction there and there. For example, if I am taking this wall in bedroom, so in description I will add as bedroom, or I will say master bedroom, also specified size because this one is also master bedroom and this one is also master bedroom. So I will specify sizes 4.3 cross 3.5. This will be more specific and there won't be any kind of confusion if you will refer your quantities much later in the project as well. So I will specify here as in description wall with W1, wall with W1 means I am entering the wall which have window 1 in it. So the size of that wall is 150, floor to floor height 3.1, depth in mm. Also we don't require this depth here, so I will delete it. Length of this wall is 3.3, height of this wall again 3.1 minus 0.7. So we will directly feed our area afterwards. Now what all deductions we will face over here is we will have band lintels and we will have our size of window as well. We can see here we will have lintels and windows. So first of all, I will deduct windows from here. Deductions. I will deduct my window 1. Now thickness will be same. Just enter length and width of your window, 2.15 by 2.05. Okay. I will put area over here now. This will come with a minus sign. Correct? Now, again we have deductions of lintel. We have deduction of lintel. Now lintel will be deducted only for this much portion of 0.75, which is already marked in the drawing, right? So what we will do here, we'll add lintel. $150, length will be of 0.75 and height will be of 0.1. So again this will come here, and you can see directly in 150 mm the value has been fed. So in this way we have to complete this whole drawing which I have shown over here. So I will complete this quickly. I hope you are understand with the concept, and I will now complete this all quickly. Till that time you can revise this as well. So as you can see, now we have calculated the quantities of the block work in square meters from this particular drawing. Now the example which I have taken, I have not considered this wall, so I will delete this wall because I have not considered this wall in our calculation. So I have considered this much number of walls, so I will keep it as it is. Now here I have calculated the quantities in terms of square meter. You can see over here in this particular row of 100, 150 and 230. Now what we have to do, we have to add 3% of wastage, which will be a cutting wastage of the blocks due to different sizes of wall. So 3% has been added for that in quantity of A. So the grand total becomes A plus B. Now what I have assumed, the size of block is 200 by 600 mm in elevation. Now we have different kind of manufacturers. You will get different sizes of blocks depending upon manufacturers. So I have just assumed the most common 200 by 600, but we also of 200 by 650 is available in market. So the area and elevation is 0.6 into 0.2, which is 0.12 square meter. Now we have to calculate number of blocks. So you can see here what I have written, E is equal to C divided by D. So what we have done, we have divided this grand total by area of one block. So we have got our number of blocks. Now not only blocks, we have to also want our jointing mortar for this. So for jointing mortar we have done following assumptions, that 80 square feet of coverage gives a bag for 230 mm block work, 100 square feet coverage is obtained for 150 mm per bag, and 120 square feet of coverage is obtained for 100 mm block work. So by that fundamental, first we have converted our this quantity into terms of square feet, because we have assumed our coverage in square feet, and this coverage is provided by the manufacturer as well, how much area coverage their jointing mortar provides. So I have assumed that. So here I have converted that into square feet. Now for number of bags, I have just divided with that factor. You can see over here 120 square feet of coverage of 100 mm block work per bag. So I have simply divided that factor by 120. So I got the number of jointing mortar in terms of bags. Similarly for 150 mm, I have divided the area coverage of 100 square feet. So in this way we calculate our quantity of block work and quantity of jointing mortars on site. So I hope so you are clear with the concept. If you have any kind of difficulty, so you can directly mention in the comment box, or you can mail us on our official email ID. So thanks for watching this video, and if you like it, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.